Yo, what is happening, guys? Welcome to the first installment of the Offside Trap Wrap.
Excited. Yeah,
it's going to be a good episode, actually. This is our kind of top 5 news article headline show. We're just going to be running through them all and kind of discussing what's happening in the news today.
Let's get it started.
All right, so the first one we got transfer talk, Chelsea prepare, third Stones bid. It's quite a lot. What do you think about that? Give me some background on Stonesy.
Look, young John Stones.
Mm-hmm.
He's 21 years old, so he's very young. He's a centre back. He played 23 games last year, or 24 games, and he is good.
£30 million good?
£30 million? No. Yeah, I think £30 million is way too much for him.
I really feel like the price of centre backs are really increasing. It kind of started with David Luiz. Ever since then, they've kind of caught up to, what midfielders
Luiz
was. Be. Of course, it's inflation, but it's also, how important they are to the game these days.
That price tag, it indicates that he's young. He's got so much potential. He's English too, so that's good.
It's good for financial fair play.
Yeah, it's good for England and Chelsea and the fans, but yeah, I don't know, 30 million.
It's quite a lot. Would you rather him?
Especially for a defender.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, realistically, if they do buy him, they're going to have to... It's going to give Terry a rest. It's going to give Cahill a rest if he gets injured, which he currently is at the moment. He's got a bit of a broken nose issue. Kurt Zuma could also come in and replace either of those two. He's kind of a more dynamic player. So the other day in the Community Shield, he was playing left back for a little bit. He was playing a more holding midfield role. He can play centre back, of course, as we saw in the pre-season. So do they really need him for £30 million?
Well, look, at the moment, Chelsea pretty shallow with their centre backs. They really only got Terry, Cahill, the very good ones, and yeah, as you said, Zuma can come in. I think they do need another centre back, but
Terry is getting old.
Yeah, that's true.
The older you get, the higher you get of risk of an injury. So it could help.
Yeah, that's true. The real question is, we both think that they need a centre back, but
Stonesy. $30 million.
Stonesy. He could definitely be the next starter, the next Terry.
Yeah, he could be the next Terry. He could be the next
He's
Terry.
very good.
No doubt.
He's got promise. You definitely want him on your team because he's young. He's a young prospect. But 30 million, would you pay for him?
No, well, he's no Colo Torre.
Yeah, he's white, but
bit of banter there. What do you think out of 10 the likelihood of him going?
Yeah, look, well, it's their third time they're bidding for him.
Oh, they clearly want him.
Mourinho obviously wants him. I reckon it's around 7.5 chances of going, but
yeah, okay. I'm gonna go.
They got the money as well. Might as well spend it. They haven't done
really
much signings.
Yeah,
exactly.
Might as well. I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. Maybe 6.5.
Ooh, 6.5, eh?
Yeah, a bit low, but whatever, we'll see. All right, we'll move on from Chelsea. Let's talk about Madrid for a second. So after beating Tottenham the other day 2-0, post-match, Benitez came out. He basically just said that no one is leaving Madrid. Now, what do you think about that? Because, Sergio Ramos was linked to go to Man U.
Very highly speculated.
Yeah, Benzema was also going to go to Arsenal for a few days there. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's fair enough. Obviously, you want the best players in Madrid. And Ramos, of course, is then Benzema. But do you think any of them should go, or do you think they should stay?
Arsenal do still need another striker, I think.
Yeah.
So Benzema would be the more likely one to go, even if it wasn't Arsenal. He could go to PSG or something like that. There were rumours of Ibrahimovic leaving, for example, so he could replace his boots there.
The thing about Madrid is Benitez just came out and said that no one's leaving. Will they sign any more other transfers, do you think?
At Madrid, they always sign some transfers.
Any big names?
I don't think any big names, no. I wouldn't expect it.
So it's basically the same team as last year.
Which, they didn't win any trophies.
Yeah,
Major trophies anyway.
I thought they would go out do some big spending.
Do you think they'll win a trophy this year?
Maybe Spanish have a bit of lack in striking. They only got Benzema. Really.
But they're not lacking in goal scorers, mate. You got to remember that.
Yeah, that's true.
They have Ronaldo who scored so many goals last year. They have Bale who can score. They have James who can score. Modric played a fantastic season last year. He can score a few if he wants.
True there, but they're not pure strikers there. He's obviously a freak and scores more than any striker. They still need a backup striker with Chicharito gone.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Speaking of Bale, he just came out and said that he prefers and wants to play in the midfield for.
Oh, man, this is our next topic. So, yeah. Well, I mean, kind of.
Yeah, cater them apples.
You did pay so much money for him. Just let him play where he wants, I think. I mean, back at Tottenham days, he used to play right wing, right mid, kind of, right wing back at some points. He can play anywhere. He's defensive.
Play in the middle a bit for Tottenham, I think.
Why not? Give him a go.
Look, he says it's his best position. When he played for Tottenham, he felt he played the best there. But I still think he's probably the best on the wing.
Yeah.
But with Benitez, he through his in the past, he's always played a lot of players in weird positions. So I don't know. I think it might happen.
I wouldn't mind seeing it happen, actually. Just a bit of pace in the midfield.
Yeah, but they also got James Rodriguez.
They got James, Tony Kroos. They've got Isco. They got fucking Modric. I don't think there's any need for him to play in the centre mid attacking role, but I wouldn't mind it.
We'll see how that goes. With Ronaldo on the wing as well. Will he get as much ball as he wants in that position?
Oh, we'll find out, mate. We'll find out. I'd like to see it though, so we'll find out. Next topic, mate. We did mention him before. Who's mate
this?
Ibrahimovic.
Mate.
Yeah.
Mate.
Okay. So, Milan fairly confident. Some would say they're in a pole position to, sign the Swedish international. What do you think?
Galliani, the CEO of Milan, come out and said that they're in pole position to sign him, which is very big at the moment because I thought very unlikely that he was going to go there to Milan.
33-year-old.
Yeah.
In terms of transfer fee, what do you think?
How big it will be?
Yeah.
They'll probably get a good deal out of it, but
yeah.
still be pretty high.
I think that's what AC really needed at this point. Someone who, obviously they signed Baka this year.
Oh, great player.
Ibra would be great. Just for the fans,
Yeah, obviously. The thing about Milan is they focus way too much on attack. They need defenders, in my opinion. Their defense is leaking goals, but obviously any team with Ibra is a good team.
Yeah, of course.
He's a superstar, mate. A superstar.
I still think he might just stay at PSG.
Yeah, it's not
100%. If he does, I think he'll go to AC. I can't see any other team really wanting him at this point.
Matching him up.
Yeah.
Probably. That's where the rumours are at. Rumourville, but I still think he's going to stay at PSG.
Yeah.
Even though it has been said, but
What do you think the odds are of the old lad going over to the Milan squad?
Out of 10, I think it's 50-50.
That's not out of 10. That's 50 out of 50, which is, that's 100%.
Out of 100. Out of 100.
Yeah, which is.
I think he might stay or might go. I don't know.
I'm gonna say
kind of
3
up in
out
the
of
air
10.
at the moment. 3.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Galliani said he's almost certain to stay in Paris, but if he was to leave, then he would be in pole position to sign him.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Sticking with PSG, Di Maria has just passed the medical. Thoughts on that, mate?
I don't know how much he's going to go for in terms of monetary value. It won't be cheap, but I really do think that the PSG squad could use a player like him. A player that can float around in the middle. He can go on the wings. Bit of a dynamic player, a bit of flair about him. Obviously didn't have the best season at Man U. Kind of lacked off, after that famous Leicester game. It was all downhill from there, as people say. But I think a fresh start, in the Parisian squad could be good for him.
He's a class player without any doubt. Same thoughts as you there. He'll be good for Paris. That's what they need.
What are they up to? A medical?
Just passed it.
Oh, okay. So
he did, yeah.
It's pretty much going to happen at this point.
He came out and said he's very happy to join.
So personal terms, we're good.
Who are possibly they can win all titles. And
I don't think so. With you add Di Maria to that squad, assuming Ibra stays, can they win the Champions League? They're a good semi-finalist this year.
Exactly.
In theory.
They have been getting up to the semis, quarters, but have been losing to Barca.
Yeah, they always get. They always lose to Barca. Or, Chelsea last year. They won to Chelsea this year, but they do come up against some hard teams.
I think they're obviously favourites to win in France again.
Oh, of course.
To go further in the Champions League, I think they need a bit more strengthening there.
Yeah, we'll see how they go, though. It could be anyone's game this year in terms of Champions League.
Definitely France win, I think. I think Monaco sold everyone, so I don't think they're going to challenge.
Right, we were just talking about Milan. Our final news article for the day goes to the other side of Milan, actually, Inter Milan. Obviously, a huge squad, back in 2010, winning the treble. They kind of, fell off the radar about 2 years ago.
Oh, straight after that, they
just fell off. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so basically they finished 32 points adrift of champions Juventus last year. But Miranda, their new star centre-back from Atletico Madrid, has come out and said they need to get some Champions League action.
Yeah, look, mate, it's a no-brainer. Obviously, Inter have brought a whole new, squad. They brought a lot of players, quality players, mind you. They obviously need to make the Champions League because they've spent that much money and they need that money back. And they'll obviously get that through the Champions League.
Yeah,
money.
of course, yeah.
They're a big club. They need Champions League. Been there without it for 5 years or so.
Yeah, well, Miranda's basically said that getting into the Champions League is pretty much their first target this year. It's all they're focusing their attention on. If you get that, if you get your third, second spot, you eventually you'll develop your squad enough, and then you might win the league. That's how it works.
You get the money with the Champions League, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And it's a big step up from the Europa League. Of course, I don't think you can develop a big team from playing in Europa League. The big players want Champions League football.
Of course. And I think players like, Jovetic, Miranda,
great signings.
They're kind of used to be playing Champions League football.
Of course.
So they're going to be thrown in the deep end, not even playing in Europa League this year, and I don't know what they're going to say.
Well, look, because they're playing in they have no other competitions besides the cup. It's going to be easier for them to get into that Champions League spot.
Oh, of course, they're going to just focus all their attention on it, and then they could do it.
Exactly. That's what happened to Juventus when they won the title. They didn't have any Europe at all. So that's because they have rest. They can rest their players, etc. So much better.
Give me an out of 10 rating of the likelihood of them actually making it this year to the second, third spot.
Look, it's hard with Inter. They've had decent squads in the past, but they just haven't played up to standards at all.
Yeah, but if someone's going to do it, surely Mancini can.
Mancini has a fresh start here. Miranda even said Mancini was a major factor in his decision to come here. It's a high 8, maybe because they've got class players. They've strengthened their defense, which is what they needed. Midfield, Kondogbia, Jovetic, and they've also got Icardi, who was joint top striker last year, top scorer
with Luca Toni.
Yeah. Oh man, it's a definite. It can happen, but it's hard because they always play bad. But we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how we go. I'm going to give them, I'll say like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's not bad.
This season will be their chance of making that spot.
Who knows what will happen if they don't make it? They're going to go bankrupt.
Yeah, Mancini's pretty fucked if they don't.
Yeah, he's gone.
That's pretty much it for us today. See you again probably tomorrow.
Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to share also.
See ya.